Alan Markovitz in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, has purchased a home right next to his ex-wife and her new boyfriend, and he has erected a giant middle finger for her boyfriend to see every morning when he looks out the window. Now, he claims that
I love this guy.
I know.
I can't get enough of this guy.
That is a beautiful house. I mean, he could probably get it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. He probably doesn't need to waste his time with his ex. He can probably find a nice, pretty woman.
Yeah, well, especially because I think he runs a strip club.
He does run a strip club, and he is an author. He's a strip club owner and author of Topless Profit, the true story of America's most successful gentleman's club entrepreneur.
This guy sounds like he's the most interesting man in the world.
He does. He does.
He gave up his house to his ex-wife, but also gave her a giant middle finger.
Yes.
He's the most interesting strip club owner in the world.
Now, I want to read you a quote, and I'm not sure I'm buying it. He says, "I'm so over her. This is about him. This is about him not being a man."
Look, Alan, I've got a couple of problems here. First of all, let's just keep it real. He's fucking your ex-wife, okay? So you're a little upset about that. So, you know, that whole you're not a man stuff, I'd bring that down, right? Number two, giant middle finger pointed toward your ex-wife's house. She's an innocent bystander. I'm with you, Anna. Not buying it.
Not buying it. And
okay.
I will say something, okay? You are letting her win right now. Because if I were in her shoes and first of all, if my ex-husband bought a home right next to me, he went out of his way to do that, and he put that statue up, I'd be like, man, he caught some feelings. You know what I mean? Like, I can still get under his skin, and I won. Yeah. So I think that he's actually making a fool out of himself while he's doing this.
No, it's still a win.
You think it's a win?
No, come on, the giant middle finger is fun. I can't take that away from him, okay? Well, you're right. It does appear that he's a little jelly.
Of course, and that makes him look bad.
Right.
And I feel for the guy. I want him to, like, move on and find a, like, hot girl and then have sex of his own. Like
sex of his own. And you know he hasn't quite let it go, as you said, Anna. He bought the house next door. Of course he didn't let it go, right? Now, having said all that, we don't know the specifics of this case. But she is in the house that very likely he bought with the strip club money, okay?
Very likely?
Or whatever money.
Are we sure? Or, like, I don't want to say
that.
No,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe she's a lawyer. Maybe she's independently wealthy. Maybe she bought the house. I don't know.
Okay.
But, like, if it was a circumstance that some guy fucks your wife and then you get a divorce and she gets to keep your house and then keeps having sex with that guy in the house you bought, I mean, you wouldn't do a giant middle finger statue, right? I mean, again, we don't know the specifics of this case, but it does happen. I mean, there was a Hulk Hogan case, right?
Yeah.
Where he got enraged because he had to give 70% of his money to her. And then the guy that she was sleeping with is in his old house having sex with his ex-wife.
And he was like 21.
Oh, yeah.
He was, like,
I mean,
really
come
young.
on, dude. The statue I built would be a little larger. You know what I'm saying? So you know, talking about catching feelings, I caught feelings for him. I felt bad for him, man. My heart goes out to you, brother. But you know what? If I was you, I'd hit that club and I'd hit it hard.
He probably, I mean, since you're speculating, let me speculate. If he's the owner of a strip club, he might have had a few infidelities of his own. So we don't know what happened in their marriage. And so if you're going to go ahead and judge, you know, their situation, let me judge and say something that could possibly happen.
No,
again,
Anna's absolutely right.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know who's responsible in that divorce. So don't just jump out and think that, you know, he's the good guy, she's the bad guy. We don't know the specifics at all. You might find out the absolute reverse is true. But nonetheless, on the statue, definitely not guilty. Fun either way.